Yes, sir. It's your boy JT, and I'm back again with another video today. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys continue to show love. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the notifications so you can be notified when my videos do go live, because you know YouTube be on they bullshit. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get to the intro. All right, and we are back again. Pretty much, we got our game day picks for week 4, of course. So we're not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna get straight right into it. So, game day picks week 4. Last week we did go 11-4, which I was like, it was a bummer because I was trying to go undefeated. We're gonna try to go undefeated this week. We did lose 4 last week, but we did win 11, so we're almost there. So hopefully we can go undefeated this week. So let's not waste no more time. Cue the music. All right, here we go. So first up, we got the LA Rams versus the Indianapolis Colts. So the Colts are going to be at home. The Colts did get that win last week versus the Ravens. Shockingly, they do get their starting quarterback back, the rookie. I forgot his name, but they do get him back. The Rams, on the other hand, they look pretty good. I mean, honestly, they look okay. Like I don't know if they're going to get Cooper Kupp back this week. I don't know when they're going to get him back, but the wide receiver, I forgot his name. The wide receiver that they have, their number 1 wide receiver for the Rams, he's been going off. He's a rookie too. But of course, the defense been okay as well too. I actually expected the Rams to be very awful this year, and they're not. They're actually competitive somewhat. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the Colts, considering that they're getting Richardson back, and they've been rolling pretty good, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Colts on that one, honestly, because the Colts are gonna be at home and they're getting their starting quarterback back, so I think they're gonna be looking pretty good. Next, we got the LA Raiders. No, not the LA Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Chargers. So we got the Raiders with Jimmy Garoppolo and them boys after that debacle of a Steelers game that they played with those decision-making plays from coach was awful. And then of course you got the Chargers. The Chargers did steal a victory from the Vikings because the Vikings literally threw, they were literally at the 5-yard line, and then Kirk Cousins doing Kirk Cousins things, want to throw a damn pick. But literally, the Chargers would not have won that game last week. And like I said, Chargers, what their problem is they don't know how to balance their offense. Defense is not up to par because they continue to let teams score. Offensive wise, they just don't know when to run, don't know when to pass, don't know when to just hand the ball off and run the clock out. Same problem. Kellen Moore is the issue, like I said. Now for this game, like I said, they are in LA. The Raiders wise, the play calling and then the locker room with Devontae Adams saying that they need to establish the culture because the culture isn't winning culture, and they need to start playing on the field. I think they're going to be motivated, and also the Raiders have a lot of drama with Chandler Jones. They just released him and all that extraness. I just think the Raiders got too much going on, so I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one. Hopefully they got some momentum from last week, because literally they should have lost the game last week, but I'm gonna give it to the Chargers this week to beat out the Raiders. Now we got the Broncos versus the Bears. Now we got two really tough teams because the Bears don't look good at all. The Bears just don't look good at all. They don't have an identity. Justin Fields is like a robot. He don't know what to do. He's trying to get programmed himself. He's not making reads. He just needs to work on himself. The coaching staff is not helping him. Broncos, on the other hand, Sean Payton, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, granted how bad the Broncos defense has been, Russell Wilson has played decent. The defense has not played nowhere near the way they played last year. That shutdown defense. But I'm gonna be honest with you, this is a shit game, honestly. To be honest with you, I'm gonna give it to the Broncos because I just don't see them getting blown out again. They got beat. Literally. It was 70 to 14 or something like that. Crazy. College score game. I don't expect that to happen to the Broncos this week again. And the Bears, the Bears is just we don't know their identity yet. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos in that one. Now Bengals and Titans. Bengals wise, Joe Burrow, he did get his first win. Still kind of shaky, still trying to get back to himself. He's still injured. And then you have the Titans. The Titans are so up and down. Like it's never any consistency with the Titans. It's never any consistency. It's either they're playing good or they're playing bad. And it's like they always playing down to their competition. You got Derrick Henry, you got DeAndre Hopkins, you got Tannehill that I don't trust. Then you got, on the Bengals side, you got Burrow. He's still injured. Jamar Chase, I'm still waiting for him to have a breakout game. The Bengals defense is pretty good. The Tennessee Titans defense is up and down. They're playing in Tennessee. I'm going to give it to the Bengals. Hopefully they come out with that W. Hopefully Burrow don't get hurt even more, because they risking putting them out there. So hopefully they can get that W, but I'm going with the Bengals with that one. Now we got the Chiefs and the Jets. Now the Jets, we all know defense is good, but we've heard the last couple weeks the locker room is not happy, and I wouldn't be happy either because of the quarterback situation. They did sign a quarterback to the practice squad. I forgot his name, but his name is irrelevant because nobody really cares anyway. So they still have quarterback problems, and they have locker room issues. But they're going to be in New York, and they have the Chiefs, so they got Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift. Like, bro, is anybody else sick of this Taylor Swift shit? Because I am. I'm tired. Like, Taylor Swift ain't got shit to do with football. I just don't get it. It's like, okay, great. Travis Kelce and Swift, okay, great, awesome. But she ain't got nothing to do with the NFL. Nothing to do with it. Like, but anyway, I'm going to take the Chiefs, of course. I'm not taking the Jets. I don't trust them. Next, we got the Falcons and Jaguars. Falcons-wise, they've been rolling. I'm not going to lie. I like Bijan Robinson. I don't like Ritter, honestly, because he can really give away games, honestly. Defense has been okay. Very veteran-based defense. They got a lot of veterans on. Jaguars, on the other hand, high hopes this year because they didn't make the playoffs last year, but it's like they have not shown on the field. Like, Trevor Lawrence is a way better quarterback than what he's showing on the field. He has a lot of weapons. His defense is good too. They're just not putting it together on the field. I think the Falcons are flying high, but I think that comes to an end this week. I think finally Trevor Lawrence is going to come to like something. Like, they got to win. So I'm going to go with the Jaguars on that one. All right, next we got the Vikings and the Panthers. So I think Bryson Young may be playing this week. I'm not sure, but he hasn't been injured for the past week or so. And then we had the Vikings, Kirk Cousins, and them boys, Justin Jefferson. They pretty much gave away a game last week. Of course, they love to allow people to beat them in the first two quarters, and the next thing you know, third and fourth quarter, they want to make a comeback. I don't know why, but that's just been a thing. The Vikings defense is very suspect. Panthers wise, I just don't know what Bryce Young is going to bring to the table, to be honest with you. I just feel like their offense is very stagnant, and I don't think they have many weapons. So I'm going to go with the Vikings, sadly, because I think this game is going to be a very typical Vikings game. Panthers, they're going to show up. They're probably going to score. They're probably going to be up a touchdown or two. Get into the third, fourth quarter, it's going to get close. Vikings going to somehow figure it out and win that game. Now we got the Arizona versus San Francisco. Now, Arizona, they beat my Cowboys. I'm sick. I'm fucking sick. They beat my Cowboys last week. They are on their high horse because they think they can actually put some wins together. So that's going to be interesting. Their defense is somewhat okay. Like, they can win you some possessions. 49ers, they're like a train. They're literally like on all cylinders, from defense to offense, special teams. They are on point, and they're playing in San Francisco. I'm not taking the Cardinals. I'm taking the 49ers with this one for sure. All right, next we got the Dolphins versus the Bills. Now, of course, this game is going to be pretty much the game of the week, honestly. Of course, you got the Dolphins with that high-powered offense with Tua and Tyreek in them. They've been killing them. They put up a 70 burger on the Broncos, which is crazy. Like what the fuck? Like, and then you got the Bills. They did get a W. They beat the Washington Commanders. They beat the brakes out of them. I think they put up like 40 points or something like that. But I'm gonna say this, in order for the Bills to win this game, Josh Allen's gonna have to play a clean game, because the Dolphins do have a defense and they have offense. The Bills have a defense and they have an offense, but the offense can be stagnant for the Bills if Josh Allen just doesn't play clean. That's the only thing. That's the only difference between the two. If Josh Allen plays clean, then the Bills should win this. And they're playing in Buffalo, and of course you got Miami. So considering that they're playing in Buffalo, I'm gonna go with the Bills on this one. I love the high-powered flying offense of the Dolphins. I just think this is one of them games where it's like they could I think the Bills could match up with them very good, to be honest with you. All right, next we got the Steelers and Texans. So Steelers, they beat the Raiders last week, and then of course they got a game off a few weeks ago versus the Browns that they shouldn't have won, but okay. And then they playing the Texans this week. I don't really expect too much from the Texans, honestly. What's his name? The rookie quarterback for the Texans did have a good game, and he finally got a W, which is awesome. But the Steelers defense, I think it's going to be too much for him, so I'm going to choose the Steelers on that one. Even though I still don't like their offensive coordinator, and I'm still not sold on Kenny Pickens. Next, we got the Patriots and Cowboys. Now, Patriots, we all know Bill Belichick is going to have that defense ready to go. Offensive wise, still some question marks. I just feel like, of course, this is the return game of Zeke coming back to the Cowboy Stadium, so he's going to have something to prove, and apparently Jerry Jones is going to have a ceremony for him, putting him in the Ring of Honor or something like that. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, so it's going to be an interesting day. Offensive wise, Patriots, I don't know. Defensive wise, Bill Belichick's going to have them ready. Now, Cowboys, we had a down game, like in all phases, offense, defense, special teams, everything. And we got beat by the Cardinals last week. I do not expect our defense to be that bad. I think that was a bad game, honestly. I don't expect our defense to be that bad. I don't expect to have red zone woes on offense. I don't expect none of that. I expect this team to be ready to go and ready to play, and we're going to win this game. So I got my Cowboys beating the Patriots. Next, we got Ravens and Browns. So the Ravens did lose last week to the Colts. It was a real close game. In some of these Ravens games I be watching, I just don't understand how they be losing some of these close games. Like, they be leading for majority of the game, and then they just get complacent. It's so weird. They slow down the game and get so complacent to where they allow their opponents to come back. And I don't understand. They have a good team, offense and defensive wise. Of course, you got the Browns. They have a really good defense. And in offense, they could be top 5. But as long as Deshaun Watson can bring it, that's my only question mark, is Deshaun going to bring it? Because if he brings it, he can beat Baltimore, because they're going to be at the Browns. But I just don't think I think the defense is going to ball out, but I think Lamar Jackson, I'm going to trust in Lamar Jackson in that offense more than the Browns. So I'm going to go with Baltimore on that one, beating them in Cleveland. Now we got the Eagles and the Washington Commanders. So that's a division game. So this game is going to be real close. It's not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a blowout. I don't trust Sam Howell. I think he got exposed last week by the Bills as the rookie quarterback he is. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I think Eric Bieniemy is a really good offensive coordinator, but as Sam Howell as a quarterback, I don't think he's a good quarterback. And the Eagles, we already know defense. Their defensive secondary is exposed. They don't really have too much back there. Linebacker and defensive line is what they're good at, and of course their 2 corners is good too. Offensive wise, the offensive line, they're gonna run the ball. I just don't think Washington has enough to match the Eagles, to be honest, even though they're going to be in Washington. So I'm going to take the Eagles on that one. Now, next we got the Buccaneers and the Saints. So the Buccaneers lost to Philadelphia on a Monday night game, of course. And then New Orleans lost to Green Bay on a comeback victory. I don't think Derek Carr is going to be playing this week. I'm not sure. So it's probably going to be Jameson. A lot of people don't trust Jameson. I think Jameson's a great quarterback. I just can't trust him. Buccaneers wise, you got Baker Mayfield. You got that offense and defense. I think they kind of beat themselves playing against the Eagles, and he just kind of let the game get away from them. They are playing in New Orleans. This game is kind of a toss-up, honestly, because it could go either way. But who do I trust more? I am going to trust New Orleans on this one, even though their quarterback Jameson is going to be playing. I'm not sure if Derek Carr is going to be playing, but I'm going to go with the Saints on that one. Now, we got the Giants in Seattle. Now, we got Geno Smith. He's been balling pretty good. Defense been actually pretty shocking to me, honestly. And then we got the Giants on the other hand. They're not a good team. They're really not a good team. They won one game. They came back on Arizona and beat them after they was down like 40 to nothing at half. And then they turn around and lose last week. So I don't see them going into Seattle and beating Geno Smith and them boys. Geno has been playing good. The receivers have been playing really good. Defense has been shocking. So I'm gonna go with Seattle with that one. So yeah, that is gonna be it. So that's gonna be my week 4 game day picks. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about these picks. Let me know your picks as well. We can talk about it. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, last week we went 11-4. Hopefully we can go undefeated this week, but we will see. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys continue to show love, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.